Hey, it's Ann Wilson, the Wealth Chef, and today I want to talk about two key concepts: choice versus obligation, needs versus wants. An area that a lot of people go, no, Ann, I don't want to face this area. Now, here's the thing. It's really important to get clear whether something is a choice versus an obligation. Because if something truly is an obligation, if something truly is something that you absolutely must do, then pretending you have a choice in it is just going to burn energy and a waste of your time, your energy, your money, your life. So you just get on with doing it. And there are some things in life that are obligations, things we just have to do. So just get on with it. But the truth is, if you do have a choice, and most things actually are a choice, then pretending that you don't is really disempowering and is going to waste you even more energy, money, attention, your life force than if you don't get clear and own that actually it's a choice. Because when we realize that something's a choice, that gives us freedom. In fact, the most reason why we actually want to create financial well-being, why we want financial independence or financial freedom, why we want to have money serving us, is so that we can have freedom of choice of how do we spend our time, how to spend our energy, choice of who we hang out with, choice of where we live, and who we live with and what we do. But often people are terrified of knowing that actually most of their things in life are a choice. So very close to this is the difference between needs versus wants. And again, when it comes to our time, our energy, and specifically our money, many people will say to me, Anne, I need to spend my money on this, or I need that. But actually, most things in life are wants, not needs. Now, of course, there are many people around the world who just the basic needs in their life of survival, of shelter, of security aren't met. But if you're watching this video, if you're on the internet, it's unlikely that that's you, that you've already at a stage in life which many areas for you are actually a want, not a need. And so getting really clear about these two distinctions is no more important and necessary than in your outflows. I'm talking about your expenses and the cost of your chosen lifestyle. And when we can approach looking at our outflows and our expenses through the lens of choice versus obligation, needs versus wants, it's one of the most freeing things we can do, because when we can own that things are a choice or own that things are a want, we're no longer victims to circumstance. We can actually go, okay, I'm choosing to spend my money on that direction. And now we can get to say, am I really getting value from that? Does that really serve me? But if we're unconscious about it and go, oh, well, and you don't understand that, everybody spends money on that TV subscription, or my kids have to go to that school, it's an obligation, or I have to spend money on this, or I have to drive that kind of car in order to fit in or be worthy, then we actually are trapped. And that's how we stay away from our freedom. Because in this area of our life is the area that many people don't want to spend time at. Actually looking at where is their money flowing out to. And when we're prepared to really spend some time joyfully looking at where the money is going to through these filters of obligation versus choice, needs versus wants, we truly can understand the principle that your wealthy life is created from the choices you make as to how money flows out of your life, where you direct it, your expenses, because that is where your life experience is created, how you choose to spend your money. But it's also, how do you choose to spend your time? How do you choose to spend your energy? How do you choose to spend your life force? Are you spending a whole lot of your time, energy, money, life force on supposed obligations where in fact they're choices? Are you spending a lot of stuff on what you think you need to do rather than what you want to do? And the more you can really get clear and spend more of those on choices and wants, and consciously own that those are your choices and those are your wants, the freer you become. So if you're watching this anywhere, then over at thewealthchef.com, head on over there and leave me a comment. And I'd love to know, what area of your life do you need to be claim back your freedom of choice and go, hang on, and I've maybe been thinking that this area was an obligation, not a choice, or this was a need, not a want, and I can free up money, time, energy by claiming back my sovereignty, my agency in this area in the life. And I also challenge you to spend some time looking at your expenses and go through it, looking at some of those and which are truly needs versus wants. And you might find that there's some expenses that as you claim back your freedom, you can choose to eliminate from your life because they're actually not adding value to you. And remember, your freedom is created just one step at a time, and that's all you need to do. Keep taking that one step.